YouTubers, welcome to my YouTube channel. I am the Tailorette, and this video is about cutting out 50 or more or less dresses. I'm going to be showing you how I cut my dresses in bulk because cutting each individual dress would take forever. So I'm going to start out by cutting out my sari dresses because these ones are a little bit more difficult. So perhaps you're wondering, why in the world am I cutting out 50 dresses or however many dresses, more or less? Why am I doing them all this week? Why not just start working on one dress at a time? Well, the answer to that question is when you do everything in assembly line, which means doing everything in bulk, you can cut your time in half. This is my stash of sari fabrics, and I'm going to organize these into sizes. Okay, so I want an even amount number of all my sizes. This is what I already have made. I started that a couple weeks ago, so those are finished. These ones are what I'm going to make. So I have 22 saris. I counted 22 saris in my pile. And to even out all my numbers, for the most part, this is the amount I need to cut of each size. So now I'm going to divide them up by size. Okay, so let's speed this up because this took me forever and we don't need to sit through this whole thing. All right, so here's the deal. I realized some of the fabrics did not have enough fabric on them to make into a dress, so I might donate those to somebody who wants to use them for fun. I have my 4s, 6s, 8s, 10s, 12s, 14s, and 16s, so I have 3 of every fabric except for the 4 and the 6. I only have 2 of the 6 and 1 of the 4. So then I started to label them with my sticky notes and I reinforced it with a pin later. This just helps to keep everything in order so that I don't get all my sizes mixed up, and when I have to pair them with a lining, I know exactly which lining goes with which stack. We're not getting sizes mixed up, which is so easy to do, and you really do not want to do that when you're doing an assembly line. Okay, so I know I said I'd make dresses out of all this stuff. However, there's not enough of these fabrics here in yardage to make a Regency dress, or it's just the wrong material. Like, this is so wrong, and I have a very specific project for this, and these are not correct either. So, but I emptied out all of these and I measured out what I have. So these are going to be for creative projects in the future. However, I found these fabrics that actually work for Regency dresses. So it is a lot less that I need to get done in this batch, which I'm glad, because I have my Indian block prints that I want to get to after this project. And blah, 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 blah to everything I'm saying in this video. I do not need to explain it because I did the same exact thing I did with my saris, and I added all of these fabrics to my sari stashes with labels and sizes. So this right here includes 32 dresses. By the time I'm done, I will have 32 dresses made. That is not including the Indian block prints, so that will end up being around 50 or 60. So I am cutting everything in bulk. However, you can't cut all of the sizes together at once. Nope. So I decided to cut each fabric set by size. So hello, I realized that the back skirt piece is the same on every single size. So for this one, I am just laying out all of my back pieces, or the fabric out, so I can cut out my back pieces, and labeling the sizes with my sticky notes down at the hem, because that is the hem at the bottom. I don't need to cut that. And so here I have all my labels, and I'm continuing to lay out my fabrics and label them. All right, a sneak peek onto the mess of what comes with cutting. This is the big pile of excess fabric, and this is the pile of fabric. I have all my sizes numbered here. I have 2s, 4s, 6s, 10s, 12s, 14s, so that I don't get all my fabrics mixed up. And on the side here, you can see I have all my saris plus the linings in between. So I am cutting a ton of fabrics. I have 40 layers of fabric. Now, you'll be very surprised, but I buy these dollar scissors from the store, and these cut through all of these layers. I'm totally joking. I don't use dollar scissors to cut 40 layers of fabric. Now, here is what I do use to cut 40 layers of fabric. Now, if any of y'all have been following me for a while, you will remember this tool as the tool I used in 2020 to cut several layers of fabric for the 2020 big blow up that happened. Here's a saw. It actually is operated from a cord, and that way it doesn't run out of battery. Here we go. Good grief. Look at those beautiful straight cuts. I mean, you can just see it's like slicing open. It's just beautiful. Look at that. All those layers cut in one shot. It's awesome. Alrighty, Freddie. So I have all my back skirt. This is just the back skirt piece. And I gathered them all together and I labeled them. And these are my stacks of sizes. So now I'm going to proceed to cut out the front of the skirt and all the other pieces. And now I have all my fabrics cut out. They are ready to go in the bin and they are labeled by size. I'm putting them in the bin so I don't have to look at them every day. I'm putting them under my table and I will pull them out as I am ready to work on each size. And I saved all of my scraps from the dresses as insurance just in case, right? Well, my friends, that concludes this video. All my saris are cut out. I still need to cut out my Indian block print fabrics. However, I'm saving that for later so I do not overwhelm myself while I'm pregnant. But hit that subscribe button, hit that subscribe button, hit that subscribe button.